Okay, I am back. Hopefully that a quick restart fixed something, I don't know. I can only hope. Still laggy. Change. If that's the case, I really have no idea what's causing it, because the only thing that's changed since yesterday and today is Final Fantasy XIV updating to patch 6.35, so I don't know whether if the patch had anything to do with this issue. Let's see, what else can I do here? Usage isn't that high either, so not sure what's going on. Yes, hello. Still going at a steady 6.5k kbps. Let me see whether it's like a BTS issue. I'm just gonna use my PNG instead. Hopefully this might do something, because that should be a lot less hardware required, since I'm not using V2 Studio for this. Hopefully. Otherwise I'm straight out of ideas. It might just be an ISP issue. But then again, my bitrate looks pretty good, so I'm not sure what else I can do here. Let's see, if not all Voidsend can fly, it stands to reason that some would be made to serve as mounts. Were I here in my true form, I would be able to carry you all. But even were it possible to so enlarge the gate, the risk would be too great. Zero will best know how to handle the creatures. Let us watch and learn. We should be able to find a mount here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little ether should suffice. Are you ready?
There it is.
Huh, I guess it's VTube Studio issue then.
Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
Zero, my beloved. It's just a little guy. Look at that. Little gremlin.
What is this place?
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs?
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What's enticing you here? Let me have some, let me have some!
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word. Follow me.
Person's domain is a reflection of what abides in their heart. If true, this place may offer a glimpse into Zero's past. The longer one lives, the more one yearns for peace. I understand why some would sequester themselves here. It is quite a gathering of void scent. I pray one among them has the knowledge we seek. This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, if tantalizing ether were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. It is a void sense nature to consume, their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of ether may lead to their undoing, many succumb to instinct. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule. It is absolute. Nowhere to run. Having given you due warning, Zero will leave you to your own devices. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the voices here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another. Whether any of those masters in terms of Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourself. Most have traveled to Yobo, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. You're going too, of course, in which case I shall accompany you. I only wish to observe. Do not expect me to help. Then it's settled. I'm ready when you are. Ready? Then lead the way. I leave it to you to decide with whom you speak. Although this is my domain, I don't make a habit of strolling about. It is a strange feeling. It's cozy enough for what's basically the Hell Dimension. Oh, it's not really the Hell Dimension, I suppose. It's just the Void. Yeah, even has a fireplace and a little bed. Oh, nice. I call this my abode, but I spend hardly any time here. I return only for meditation. All physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's ether. You can't preserve your form if you lose sight of yourself. Such is the risk inherent in consuming another soul. It dilutes your sense of self, alters you inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate. Visualize who I am, in a place all my own. What likeness is this, you ask? A hero will save the world. I'm waiting for the day he comes. Or was it a she? I can't remember the details. I don't know how long I've been waiting. Why I even wait. Could you be the hero, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Something tells me I'll know when I meet him. Or her. I'll just have to keep waiting. This is the heart of my domain. Normally it's deserted, but you and yours have drawn everyone out. I don't recall this statue, though. However it came to be here, I certainly didn't wish for it. You're one of the mortals. Is it true? You die over there. You really die. That is true. So it is. So it is. What brings you here, then? Ah, yes, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. But recently, he stopped doing that. Instead, he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder, and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. A sure sign that he is about to make his move. A sure sign that he is about to make a move. See what Farshan has to say. It was in order to strike down the cloud of darkness that my sister crossed over into the void. What befell her after she vanished into the gate? How did she become Golbez's captive? These things and more I hope to learn. So hungry I might die, but I can't. Not while someone's near. You're not devouring my ether here. You hear me? You're not devouring my ether. And the soundtrack really is so good here. I think just like these two patches in general. Like I really like the every other OST in the game, but something about this really speaks to me. To walk around with her like that. You're a minion then. You know I don't take minions. You have some questions, and I want you to answer them. Golbez. I don't know that one. Only Scathach. As she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here since. I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. That's all I can tell you. Scathach was a powerful void sent who ruled over a vast domain. That was a long time ago, though. So I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. Stay away from me. If you don't want to be eaten, stay away. Golbez. I've heard that name before. I remember. Always speaking of Great Crusade. don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious. The Crusaders, eh? From whom did you hear this? Farfarello. It was a minion of another minion. Went on and on about the terrible things he saw. I see. Perhaps Farfarello can tell us more. Satisfied with what you've learned? Ah, but let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. Let me look around on that side. This plaza here. Or up above, I suppose. Let me see what student initiative has to say. If a void scent is too weak to create its own domain, it must join with others for protection. Alternatively, it might devour them in a bid to become stronger, but in doing so risk losing its sense of self. Tis an unenviable struggle. Oh, ich stole here. Can I just pop down? Yes, I can. Surprisingly, I didn't take any fall damage from that. I suppose this is probably a more fitting mount for the region. Yes. As you may recall, when a larger void scent is summoned, only its soul makes the journey to the source. On its arrival, it takes possession of a host's body. But during that time, what becomes of its actual body here in the 13th? The answer to this question may give us valuable insight into cross-rift travel. To that end, while asking of the Golbez, I shall also see what the void scent can tell me about their experiences when being summoned. If it is an immortal, remind me of the time I was summoned to your world by someone who saw beauty. Well, it turned out to be a deviant who had my vest chained to a bed when I tried to break free. He had the gall to call me a hideous fiend. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he started slicing me up. I left that body and fled back here as quickly as I could. Never again. Never again. Man. Man, this squid guy really had it rough, huh? Golba has reached even my remote domain. Fair to assume he is gathering strength for his crusade, whatever that might be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that our fellow once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived, serving in Archfiend. I suppose I should explain. Barfarello is the weakest among us, constantly in fear of being devoured. He seldom consorts with the others. Only one is comfortable with his Siriata. He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat, and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's ether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. You intend to seek out Farfarello, I assume. Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione. I struggle to believe it. They're very small, my lords. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. The very notion was an absurd! Gifted are gone, drowned in darkness, as were we all.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
The insolence. No place.
With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Then go and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
And what happened? Let me go ahead and then what happened. Barbarello keeps to the fringes of my domain. This way. She's gonna get kicked. Shit kicked out of her. Oh, for sure. The void sent here don't answer to a master. We can do as they please. All must answer to the hunger, and seek out prey when they need ether. Except for Farfarello and Siriato. That is, they're content to take from one another. Barring an incident, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Siriato will not seek shelter until he is utterly spent. Farfarello, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Come. Look at a sad looking boy. Oh, whatever will I do now? Siriato, this is rather unexpected. Where's Farfarello? Farfarello isn't here anymore. He's left. Yes, that's right. Left. That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone, alright. What more do you want me to say? And off he flees, as he is wont to do. Something about this doesn't sit well with me. What do you make of Siriato's behavior? He seems frightened. Perhaps someone had threatened him. I doubt it. Had he been threatened, we wouldn't have found him in one place. No, he would run in circles until he could run no more. That's his nature. As he says, Farfarello is gone, but that's quite unusual. As is the fact that Siriato, who was clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee, but instead head here, where Farfarello usually... No. Must go after Siriato. Now. Siriato, we need to talk. There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. The wind rises. What is he talking about? After him. What's gotten into you? What do you mean, the wind rises? Whenever the wind rises, she comes. Barbaricia. Barbaricia? Who in the world is that? We must flee. All of us. There's no time. I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. It's a dead end beyond. We'll corner him. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I already told you. Barbaricia, the Archfiend of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade. But it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her or her enemies. I didn't want to fight anymore. That's why I fled and came here. I see. That explains everything. Almost. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve an Archfiend, not you. Not you. Always ran at the first sign of trouble. You would not speak as though you were just me. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? Indeed, that would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So, is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? Not just a portion of his ether, but his entire being. How did you know? It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more of it present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely it was at Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it. Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbaricia more than anything. Hated the endless fighting. So he begged me to devour him. They would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good it did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer. And though you have no control, your consciousness in part endures. Where there's a world where the wheel of life and death will turn, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it will return to the great law. But there's no such end here, no escape. All know this. In making his choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. And now that desperation has joined with Sivriato's fear, driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me nor Farfarello. But there's nowhere to go. Nowhere. Then tell me about Barbaricia. I would know who it is we face. It's too late. She's as good as here, and no one can escape her winds. No one.
Barbaricia! She has come!
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
One of the Archfiends approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Excellent. You saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
I can fix her.
So you're Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery. Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell.
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Hey Cephalus, are you there? What do you think about this? Yeah. I can fix her. We can fix her.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Pomegranate.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine. If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
Dare you enter my magical realm? Enter into a domain already. Could be. I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. Go after Barbaricha. What else?
Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared.
We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbaricha too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
We now travel to the Gatsby commercial zone. I'll say L'Oreal. It's probably L'Oreal, yeah. What little I learned in your absence did not pertain to the Archfiends. That discussion can wait until we've attended to Barbaricha. Just you wait, Barbaricha. I will have answers from you yet. I have no intention of demanding anyone's even until afterwards. Weakening you now only reduce my chances of getting paid. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone's ready, then let us set forth. Indeed. And yet, my heart weighs heavy for those Barbaricha struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbaricha took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed. This is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Scarmiglione possessed the power of regeneration. Let's see what Barbaricha can do with her winds. The wind rises. Zero has a word of warning before you go to face Barbaricha. A word of warning. Barbaricha spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an Archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, a memorial will suffice. I'll try, but I make no guarantees. You do that, and if you fail, well, you'll just have to research somewhere else for answers. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Ashdaya. If another Archfiend fall, Golbez will surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for a query to come to us. Indeed, the struggles with Scarmiglione taught us all. 'Tis that we must hold nothing back when facing an Archfiend. Let's heed Zero's advice and seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If we're all in agreement, then let us be off. We travel by Nisroch. I suppose that's what this thing is. To transform a voice into a memoria, must first drain them of their ether. To it, we must wound her bravely. That's the theme.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
Leave these ones to us.
I see to Barbaricia.
I love how we can just pull a lot of visibility at any time. That is character power growth right there. The search for the Great Wormesh Dia in the Void has brought you to Zero's domain. We hope you find information that will lead you to the mysterious gold beds. But it soon become apparent that your victory over Scarmiglione did not go unnoticed. But now another archfiend, the ravishing cruel Barbaricia, has descended to challenge you. While there is no guarantee that she will yield the answers she teases, the only way is forward, and you sally forth to confront her in the stormy domain.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence. Such rich, exquisite ether. My hair shimmers with anticipation. On your guard. Try this. as the wind. Supple, strong, and free. Try this. Fall. A fair wind blows. You feel it too, do you not? You've done well to last this long. But the battle has only just begun.
Ayo, second form. What the fuck?
I'll slaughter you all. Dodge this if you can.
Jesus Christ. Spiral shape AoEs, and that's the first I've seen it. I shouldn't press that.
Don't underestimate me. Feel my fury! Know your place.
Oh my god. Fucking AoEs, man.
No! I will not be denied!
Corrected. Correction needed to correct it. Mission accomplished.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet... You're finished. Ah! Damn it all!
I see you've bested Barbaricia. Well done.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya. So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
At this stage, Zero is easy prey for other voices. We must be on our guard. Zero hasn't so much as stirred. Such power she must have expended. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern at any rate, being part voice and her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while we discuss our next move. Even those part voice required rest, I imagine. And her own abode seems as good a place as any. Unlike the source, however, very scant ambient ether for her to draw upon here. Also slow as to be nearly imperceptible. Zero's chest rises and falls in a steady rhythm. Oh wait, she doesn't have a hat on. concern is writ plain upon Varshan's face. How long do you suppose she will remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the ether we can afford to share will be enough to awaken her. It would be best to take her back with us to the source. There she'll be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here, defenseless. Should she later desire it, I can bring her home. I suppose we're all in agreement. Sylvain, might I ask you to hold on to Barbaricha's memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero. We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricha. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbaricha's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer? So we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else. Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Sylvain? With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. This appears to be the newcomer. You're the ones who filled Barbaricha. I won't make trouble. I'll obey. So please, let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain, wherever it is. None but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters, staffs, whatever they are. He uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I'm satisfied, so let us rejoin the others and head home. Whenever Barbaricha moved to domain, someone get left behind. No such worries here. As you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return till we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Is there anything else I need to do here? I suppose not. Back to Troya, and thence home.
you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
A moment while I close the gate.
Squish the fuck out, Thomas.
There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Varshan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
We have been expecting you. If you will follow me, I will show you to the guest chambers.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void scent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void-sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel. Were Zero wholly void-sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
My chamber is much the same as this one, too opulent for my tastes. At least there's space to train. She seems to be faring better here. Praise be to the sisters. Zero's breathing appears to be less strained than it was on the 13th. Kind of funny how just this pancaked there on the bed. A world with light and life. Never want to remain idle. Y'shtola would tend to an errand. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the skills function admirably, it would be prudent to have an inspect for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. And I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned fighting void-sent in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? I'm just worried about Zero. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready from Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Merid's Mayhem and ask for suitable refreshments? Excellent. In the meantime, Hidana shall watch over Zero. She is already en route. Let us each tend to our respective businesses and reconvene anon. Mary's man. Welcome to Mary's Mayhem. Please make yourself comfortable. What? I guess the Star Trap has collapsed from hunger. Of course I will be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. The modest quantity of a living mortal's ether should suffice. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat. Well, that might be perfect for an adventurer preparing to raid a treasure vault. Here it would be too much for someone coming out of a long slumber. I would recommend something gentler on the stomach, like these apples here. They've just come in and I can guarantee the freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Ah, welcome back. Just you worry. Mistress Nidana has been taking good care of our guest. Will you be joining them now? Yes.
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
What is this? Some sort of fiend? A fiend? Where is it? Where?
But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door. So to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed.
Oh, and Nidana really has a sense of humor.
I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
This isn't what you promised. But I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow. That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I Don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time, but don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzet Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
I'll be right happy to.
You have my thanks.
This world is brimming of ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? Well, I don't expect I'll collapse again. It'd be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Mary's may hand it is then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Liu. Do you recall the time we traveled together to the outpost? Should our tour take us outside the city, we must make use of Hamza again. While bound to Xenos, I never saw vibrant cities like this. Only ruined places, not so different from the Void. I suppose I can just use Etherite. Not much in terms of points of interest on the map, I can see. We could attempt to introduce Zero to Mireille herself, but Milieu is more likely to be available. Is this a place? The air here is different, and I speak not of the heat. There is a texture to it, a fullness, unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. Haddish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree. Welcome to Miri's Main. Greetings, Milieu. May I introduce you to Zero? She is an esteemed guest, and I asked that you see to her meals during her stay. Ah, yes. Miri has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. It was here that Sylvain obtained the apple. While the palace cooks can provide you whatever you desire, it is certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are those ones there, moving their bodies about? Is it for some ritual related to eating? The dancers, they move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. It is a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We avoid simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. I propose we visit Balshan Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. Do you recall a time? Okay, skip dialogue. What are all of these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Radzat Han served as a trading hub. And here you find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin at home stores. If there is aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Voidsent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. It struck me as useless trinkets. I couldn't understand your obsession with them. That subject. There appears to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done with the desired object. We kill whoever has it. I see. The bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia. Why, Master Vitra, how may we serve you this evening? We are here for your vessel. I'm afraid we're still tending to it. No, there is no rush. We take as much time as you require. And know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies. I can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? That I was a soul occupying a vessel, not my own. It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No. I've had enough food for now. You can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Now, there's no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time to return to Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Artificial void scents are a concept we understand well. A partial void scent, but there is something that upends our established theories. I do hope we have the chance to speak with her at length, and perform a few tests, perhaps. For fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. Well, the fruits are indeed edible. More important are the leaves, to which we feed silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Athenarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. It would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Vitra, and Sylvain too. It is young Mirad. And that must be your sister, Yasra. All is well at the orphanage. Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Oh, just the other day, a student came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, the student paid you a visit. That as well. Is she a new friend? Friend? You know what that is? What? You mean you don't? She's a visitor from a faraway land, see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Ben will teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with. Xeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? More or less. Absolutely not. I see, but is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still do not understand why. Why you traverse the great expanse? Why you risked life and limb for you? But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I have not seen us, and I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we had better get back to our errand. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you. What is a friend? It is a seemingly simple question, but the answer is anything but. Only a child, innocent and pure, could reply with nary a moment's hesitation. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. The more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange. Your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. The darkness warped all life in the void, even plants. Not only now do I recall flowers and the value they held. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding. It was the Northmark part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to Megaduta.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. were like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the Lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
While time in the Void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives. And it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew. and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. Golbez and his minions will seek to stem your efforts. Of this we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed. That we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. There's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha-ha! Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall.
Yeah, Final Fantasy IV reference. Absolutely love it. They even had like the poor fiends, like Battle theme when fighting Barbaricia.
What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago.
Absolutely love the music. Golbez looks pretty badass too.
The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
Fantastic. Oh, that is an excellent point for me to end stream here. For the next stream, I'll finish up the rest of MSQ. Very excited to see where that leads us. And once I'm done with that, I am probably going to stream some other game. Because, oh boy, that's Final Fantasy XIV consumed my life. Yeah, perfect cliffhanger to end off, and actually not really a cliffhanger, it's a nice conclusion to the chapter. I believe this was 6.2, if I'm not mistaken. So I still have that like 1.5 patches ago. Right then. Right, so thank you all for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And I hope that I managed to entertain you even just for a moment. I'll see you all again another day. Definitely not tomorrow, I'm really busy. So perhaps Friday. Or Saturday. Who knows? You as well, Nick. See you around.